Chapter 1: The Encounter. A chance meeting. The sun dipped low in the sky, casting a warm glow over the bustling city streets, where people hurried past, lost in their own worlds. In the midst of this chaos, Claire found herself stepping into a quaint little cafe, where the aroma of freshly brewed coffee enveloped her like a comforting embrace. It was here, amidst the clinking of cups and soft murmur of conversations, that fate had a surprise in store for her. Little did she know that her ordinary day was about to take a turn toward the extraordinary. As she settled into a cozy corner, her heart raced at the thought of the critical meeting she had ahead. But it wasn't just the business deal that made her pulse quicken. It was the unexpected presence of a man sitting alone at the table adjacent to hers. Dressed impeccably in a tailored suit, he exuded an air of confidence that was hard to ignore. Claire's curiosity piqued. She stole glances at him, captivated by the aura of mystery that surrounded him. Moments later, their eyes met, and Claire felt an electric connection that sent shivers down her spine. He smiled gently, a warm and inviting expression that disarmed her completely. Despite his blindness, the way he carried himself and the way he interacted with the world around him made it clear that he was no ordinary man. Intrigued, Claire found herself wanting to learn more about him, to uncover the layers that lay beneath his composed exterior. In a bold move, she decided to introduce herself, her heart racing as she approached his table. "Hi, I'm Claire," she said, her voice steady despite the fluttering in her chest. They struck up a conversation that flowed effortlessly, filled with laughter and shared stories. Claire felt a sense of ease with him that she hadn't experienced in a long time. Every word exchanged felt like a step deeper into an uncharted territory of emotions she had been longing to explore. As they parted ways, Claire couldn't shake the feeling that this chance meeting was just the beginning of something profound. She left the cafe with her heart full of hope and excitement, wondering what the future might hold for her. The thought of a blind millionaire who had captivated her so effortlessly lingered in her mind, igniting a spark of desire that she never knew existed. What would happen when he finally opened his eyes to the world, and to her? The blind millionaire. In the heart of the city where skyscrapers kissed the clouds, lived a blind millionaire named Ethan Hawthorne. His wealth was immense, yet it was his world of darkness that set him apart from others. Despite his blindness, Ethan possessed an extraordinary intuition and a charisma that drew people to him. He was a man of secrets, but none more profound than the desires that lingered just beneath his polished exterior. For Ethan, the world was not just about what he could see, it was about what he could feel, hear, and sense in ways that others could not. Enter Lily, a vibrant woman with a passion for life that was infectious. She had always been fascinated by stories of love that transcended physical boundaries, and when she met Ethan at a charity gala, she felt an undeniable pull towards him. Their connection was immediate and electric, even in the absence of visual cues. Lily was determined to break through Ethan's carefully constructed walls and explore the depths of his soul. Each conversation felt like a dance, a delicate interplay of words and emotions that left them both yearning for more. As their relationship blossomed, Lily found herself mesmerized by Ethan's unique perspective on love and intimacy. He taught her that true attraction went beyond mere physicality. It was rooted in understanding and emotional connection. However, the thrill of their romance was tinged with an underlying tension. Lily often wondered what would happen when Ethan could finally see her, when the barriers of blindness were lifted. Would he still desire her? Would their bond remain intact? Ethan, too, grappled with his own insecurities. The thought of opening his eyes and facing the world terrified him. He had built a sanctuary in his darkness, where he could experience love without the distractions of superficial judgments. Yet, as Lily's presence illuminated his life, he began to question whether he could afford to remain in the shadows. The desire to embrace her fully clashed with his fear of vulnerability and the unknown. In a turning point of their journey, Ethan faced a choice that could change everything. He could continue to live in the safety of his blindness, or he could take a leap of faith and embrace the light. As he contemplated this decision, he realized that love is a journey filled with risks, and perhaps it was time to let Lily lead him into a new chapter of their lives. The question lingered. When he finally opened his eyes, would he still see the woman who had stolen his heart? Chapter 2: The Art of Seduction. Understanding Desire. Desire is a powerful force that often drives us to explore the deepest corners of our hearts. In the world of romance, it manifests in many forms, from the tantalizing thrill of a first kiss to the profound longing for a connection that transcends physical attraction. Understanding this complex emotion can lead to richer experiences both on and off the pages of our favorite novels. As women who revel in tales of love and passion, recognizing the layers of desire can deepen our appreciation for the stories we cherish. In Whispered Secrets, A Millionaire's Descent into Desire, we delve into the psyche of a blind millionaire who finds himself seduced by a woman whose allure captivates him in ways he never imagined. Her presence ignites a flame within him, awakening desires that have long been dormant. This dynamic serves as a compelling reminder that desire is not solely about physicality. It is also about emotional connection, trust, and the thrill of the unknown. The character's journey highlights how vulnerability can lead to profound intimacy. The interplay of desire often leads to conflict, both internally and externally. As readers, we are drawn to the tension created when characters grapple with their feelings. The blind millionaire symbolizes the struggle between societal expectations and personal yearnings. His journey is a testament to the idea that true love often requires us to confront our deepest fears and desires, making the story resonate with anyone who has ever felt torn between what is expected and what is truly wanted. Understanding desire also involves recognizing its transformative power. For the heroine, seducing a blind millionaire isn't just about attraction. It's about awakening his senses and helping him experience life in ways he never thought possible. Through her, he learns that desire can lead to a more profound understanding of oneself and the world around him. This transformation resonates with the experiences of many women who discover that love not only changes their partners, but also transforms them. Ultimately, the exploration of desire in romance novels serves as a mirror to our own lives. It invites us to reflect on what we truly want and who we are at our core. As we read about the blind millionaire and his enchanting seductress, we are reminded that desire is a journey, one that can lead to self-discovery and fulfillment. Embracing this journey allows us to celebrate our own desires while enjoying the thrilling escapades of our beloved characters. The power of touch. In the world of romance, touch holds a profound significance that transcends mere physical interaction. It is the silent language of affection, a means of connection that conveys emotions words often fail to express. For a blind millionaire, the world of touch becomes even more vital, as it serves as his primary way of experiencing the depth of human connection. Each caress and embrace is imbued with heightened meaning, creating a tapestry of intimacy that is rich and textured. When two people are drawn together by desire, the power of touch can ignite an undeniable spark. The brush of fingers against skin can send shivers down the spine, awakening dormant feelings and igniting passion. For the protagonist, seducing a blind millionaire requires a delicate balance of confidence and tenderness. She must navigate the boundaries of his world, using her touch to guide him into a realm of desire that he has only imagined. The act of touch becomes an exploration of trust and vulnerability. With each gentle caress, barriers begin to dissolve, revealing the raw emotions beneath their carefully constructed facades. The millionaire, who has relied on his other senses to navigate life, finds himself submerged in a sea of sensations that awaken his spirit. The heroine's touch becomes his compass, leading him toward a journey of self-discovery and profound connection. Yet, the power of touch is not without its challenges. As the millionaire's sight may soon return, the dynamic between them shifts. The fear of losing the intimate bond they have forged through touch looms large, creating a tension that electrifies their encounters. The heroine must confront her own insecurities and the possibility that their connection could change irrevocably when he opens his eyes. Ultimately, the power of touch serves as a metaphor for the complexities of love and desire. It reveals that intimacy extends beyond the physical realm, weaving a narrative of connection that is both beautiful and fraught with uncertainty. In the delicate dance of seduction, it is the unspoken language of touch that binds their souls together, urging them to embrace both the thrill of the unknown and the promise of what lies ahead. Chapter 3: Secrets Unveiled. A Hidden Past. In the grand estate of Hunter Caldwell, secrets lay buried beneath layers of opulence. The walls whispered tales of a man who had everything yet felt the void of his hidden past. Hunter's life was a meticulously crafted facade, one that was shattered when he met the enigmatic Clara, a woman who, despite her own shadows, had an uncanny ability to see through his carefully curated exterior. As their worlds collided, the tension between them ignited a spark that neither could ignore. Clara was drawn to Hunter's vulnerability, sensing that his blindness was not just a physical condition, but a metaphor for the emotional barriers he had built around himself. Her heart raced as she navigated the complexities of his world, where touch and sound painted a picture more vivid than sight. Unbeknownst to her, Hunter's past was a haunted gallery filled with memories that had shaped him into the man she was falling in love with. Each encounter peeled back layers of his guarded soul, making her yearn to know more about the man behind the darkness. As their relationship blossomed, Clara discovered fragments of Hunter's history that hinted at a love lost and dreams abandoned. She learned about a tragic accident that had left him not only blind but also emotionally scarred. The deeper she delved, the more she understood that he had been living in the shadows, afraid to embrace the light of love again. This revelation made Clara more determined to help him confront his demons, even as she struggled with her own secrets. In the quiet moments they shared, Clara often contemplated the weight of the past that hung between them. Would Hunter ever find the courage to face the truth of his life? Could she guide him towards acceptance and healing? The stakes grew higher as Clara realized her feelings for him were not just a passing infatuation, but a deep connection that transcended their circumstances. She knew that unveiling the hidden past was the key to unlocking a future together. As Hunter stood at the crossroads of his past and present, Clara became the beacon of hope he never knew he needed. Their love story was not just about seduction, but about redemption and the transformative power of truth. With each revelation, they drew closer to a life where love could flourish in the light, free from the shadows of the past. Together, they would embark on a journey to heal old wounds and forge a new destiny, one that promised to be filled with passion, understanding, and unbreakable bonds. Whispered confessions. In the dimly lit room, Amelia stood nervously before the imposing figure of Julian, the blind millionaire whose world had been cloaked in darkness for years. Her heart raced, each beat echoing the weight of the secret she carried. She had seduced him with whispers and soft touches, guiding him through a maze of sensations that transcended mere physicality. With every encounter, their bond deepened, yet the truth lingered like a shadow between them, threatening to unravel the delicate threads of their connection. As they shared intimate moments, Amelia found solace in the warmth of his presence. Julian's other senses sharpened, allowing him to perceive her essence in a way that went beyond sight. The way he inhaled her scent, the way he traced the lines of her body with his fingertips, all added layers to their relationship that she had never anticipated. Yet, with each soft confession, a part of her craved for him to see her, to truly understand the depth of her feelings and the tumultuous journey that had brought them together. Amelia's nights were filled with whispered confessions, secrets that danced on the edge of her lips, yearning to be shared. She would often wonder what would happen when Julian finally opened his eyes, and the world of color and light would flood back into his life. Would he still desire her? Would the reality of her past, the struggles she had faced, taint the pure connection they had forged? The fear of losing him loomed over her, a constant reminder that love could be as fragile as it was intoxicating. In a moment of vulnerability, she decided to confront her fears. One evening, as they lay entwined, she chose to speak her truth. "Julian," she whispered, her voice trembling, "there's something you need to know about me, about my past." The way he held her tighter, as if sensing her hesitation, gave her the courage she needed. She poured out her heart, revealing the scars and triumphs that shaped her into the woman he adored. With each word, she felt a weight lifting, as if the burden of her secrets was finally being released into the ether. The air was charged with anticipation as Julian's response hung in the balance. His silence was deafening, yet she could feel the shift in the atmosphere. Would he embrace her truth, or would it shatter the beautiful illusion they had crafted together? As they remained locked in this intimate embrace, the question lingered. Would whispered confessions lead to deeper understanding, or would they be the catalyst for their undoing? In that moment, Amelia realized that love was not just about passion. It was also about the courage to lay bare one's soul, even when the fear of vulnerability felt overwhelming. Chapter 4. The Unseen Connection. Building Trust. Building trust is a delicate process, particularly in a relationship shrouded in secrets and desires. For a woman who has seduced a blind millionaire, the stakes are even higher. As she navigates the complexities of his world, she must tread carefully, ensuring that her intentions remain transparent and genuine. Trust is not given freely. It is earned through consistent actions and honest communication, especially when one partner lacks a vital sense that shapes their perceptions of reality. In the dimly lit corners of their passionate encounters, her whispers become the thread that binds them. Each word she utters holds weight, creating a tapestry of intimacy that can either fortify their bond or unravel it entirely. The millionaire, unaware of her true motives, feels drawn to her, yet uncertainty lingers in the air. Will he trust her when the truth is finally revealed? And will she be able to maintain the connection they have built in the shadows? As the story unfolds, moments of vulnerability emerge, where both characters must confront their fears. She reveals pieces of herself, sharing past hurts and dreams, while he, despite his blindness, senses the authenticity in her voice. This exchange is pivotal. It is here that the foundation of trust begins to solidify. They learn that trust is not only about transparency, but also about being present for each other in the face of adversity. Conflict arises when external pressures threaten their fragile trust. Jealousy, fear of abandonment, and the looming reality of his sight being restored create a tempest of emotions. Each character must grapple with their insecurities and decide if they can trust one another to navigate this storm. The millionaire must confront the possibility that his feelings may not survive the light of day, while she must prove that her love transcends physical appearances and societal expectations. Ultimately, the journey of building trust in their unconventional romance serves as a testament to the strength of love. It reminds readers that genuine connection transcends the superficial, and that vulnerability can lead to the deepest forms of intimacy. As the millionaire stands on the brink of unveiling the truth, both characters must prepare for the moment when the whispers of their secrets will be brought into the light, forever changing the course of their relationship. Emotional bonds. In the world of romance, emotional bonds are the threads that weave two souls together, creating a tapestry rich with love and desire. For women who indulge in romance novels, these connections often highlight the profound impact of vulnerability and trust. The story of a blind millionaire falling for a woman who sees beyond his disability speaks to the heart, illustrating how love can flourish in the most unexpected circumstances. Each shared moment cultivates a more profound understanding, transforming their relationship into a sanctuary where both can express their innermost fears and dreams. As the millionaire navigates his life without sight, he relies heavily on the emotional insights offered by his beloved. Her gentle words and tender gestures become his guiding light, illuminating the path to his heart. The bond they forge is not merely a physical attraction, but a soulful connection that transcends the limitations of the external world. The intensity of their emotional exchanges paints a vivid picture of love's ability to overcome challenges, leaving readers yearning for their own deep connections. The journey of their relationship is marked by moments of intimacy where emotional vulnerability lays the foundation for trust. Each confession shared under the moonlight deepens their bond, allowing them to explore their desires and fears together. The millionaire's willingness to open up about his past and insecurities, coupled with the heroine's unwavering support, creates an atmosphere where love can thrive. Women who revel in romance find solace in these moments, as they reflect the real-life struggles and triumphs of relationships. As the plot unfolds, the impending moment when the millionaire opens his eyes becomes a pivotal point in their love story. It symbolizes a transition from an emotional bond built in darkness to a reality illuminated by sight. This transformation carries the weight of expectation and fear, as both characters must confront what it means to truly see each other. The tension builds, inviting readers to ponder the question: will their emotional connection withstand the revelation of physical appearances? Ultimately, Whispered Secrets, A Millionaire's Descent into Desire, encapsulates the essence of emotional bonds, showcasing how love can flourish against all odds. The interplay between sight and emotion serves as a potent reminder that genuine connection goes beyond the superficial. For women who adore romance, this story is a testament to the strength of love, proving that even in the face of uncertainty, the heart knows what it desires most. Chapter 5. The Descent into Desire. Navigating temptation. Navigating the intricate landscape of desire can often feel like walking a tightrope, especially when the stakes are as high as they are in the world of the affluent. For a woman who has seduced a blind millionaire, the fear of temptation looms large, shaping every encounter with unspoken tension. Each moment spent together is a dance of emotions where the lines between friendship and love blur, leading to a whirlwind of passion that is both intoxicating and frightening. The allure of wealth and power can easily ensnare the heart, creating a magnetic pull that is difficult to resist. As she explores her feelings, she grapples with the complexities of her attraction to him, not just for his riches, but for the man he is beneath the surface. The challenge lies in remaining true to herself while being swept away by the currents of their burgeoning relationship. Temptation is a double-edged sword, offering pleasure yet threatening to reveal vulnerabilities that could shatter her carefully constructed facade. Every stolen glance and accidental touch ignites a fire within her, compelling her to confront her deepest desires. Yet, as his world slowly comes into focus with the opening of his eyes, she faces the looming question: will he still want her once he sees her for who she truly is? This fear of exposure complicates their connection, as she must navigate the treacherous waters of her own insecurities, while helping him adapt to a life filled with visual wonders. In the throes of temptation, moments of clarity arise, making her realize that the path to true intimacy lies not in seduction alone, but in vulnerability and honesty. Sharing secrets and fears becomes an essential part of their journey, as each revelation strengthens the bond between them. Through these shared experiences, she learns that love is not just about surrendering to desire, but also about embracing the courage to be seen fully and authentically. Ultimately, navigating temptation is a journey of self-discovery. As she confronts her own desires and fears, she finds herself transformed, not just by her affection for the millionaire, but by the empowerment that comes from choosing authenticity over illusion. This dance of temptation leads her to a profound realization: the most valid form of love blooms when both partners can lay bare their souls, navigating the complexities of desire hand in hand, ready to face whatever challenges lie ahead. Surrendering to passion. In the delicate dance of desire, surrendering to passion becomes a transformative experience. For women who crave romance, letting go and embracing the heat of the moment can unlock a world of profound connection and intimacy. Within the pages of love stories, this surrender often leads to thrilling encounters that change lives forever, weaving an intricate tapestry of emotions that resonate deeply in the hearts of readers. Imagine a blind millionaire, his world cloaked in darkness, who has built protective walls around his heart. When he meets a woman who awakens his senses, those walls begin to crumble. She becomes his guiding light, leading him into a realm where passion reigns supreme. As they embark on this journey together, her willingness to surrender to the allure of their connection ignites a fire that neither can resist. As the protagonist navigates the complexities of her feelings, she discovers that surrendering to passion is not about losing control, but about gaining freedom. In the depths of vulnerability, she learns that true power lies in embracing her desires without fear. This awakening not only enriches her life but also draws the millionaire closer, as he learns to trust and open his eyes, both literally and metaphorically, to the beauty of love. The tension between desire and restraint often creates a magnetic pull that keeps readers enthralled. Each stolen glance, whispered secret, and tender touch propels the narrative forward, illustrating the exquisite dance of surrender. As the characters succumb to their feelings, they paint a vivid picture of romance that transcends physical boundaries, stirring the deepest yearnings within the reader's heart. Ultimately, surrendering to passion is about more than just romance. It's about self-discovery and the courage to embrace what lies beneath the surface. This chapter invites readers to reflect on their own desires and the power of letting go. In doing so, it opens the door to a world where love conquers all, and where the sweet thrill of surrender becomes the ultimate expression of affection and connection. Chapter 6. The Awakening. The Moment of Truth. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a warm glow through the lavish penthouse, the air was thick with tension. Amelia stood frozen, heart racing, as she awaited the moment that could change everything. She had seduced Ethan, a blind millionaire whose world was cloaked in darkness, but now the truth loomed ahead. What would happen when he opened his eyes and faced the reality she had woven around him? The anticipation was palpable, each second stretching into eternity, as she replayed their stolen moments in her mind. Every laugh, every whispered secret shared in the shadows felt like a fragile dream, one that could shatter at the slightest touch. Ethan had been her escape, a man who found joy in the simplest of things, but now, as his vision was about to return, she feared the consequences of her deception. Amelia's thoughts spiraled as she recalled the day they first met, the instant connection that sparked between them. She had been drawn to his charm and his kindness, which transcended his blindness. Yet her heart was a battlefield, torn between the love she felt and the guilt of keeping him in the dark about the truth of her identity. Could their love survive when the veil of mystery was lifted? As the moment approached, the door creaked open, and Ethan stepped into the room, his cane tapping rhythmically against the marble floor. Amelia's breath caught in her throat. This was it. She stood before him, a mix of hope and fear swirling in her chest. Would he see her for who she truly was? Would he still love her after learning the full extent of her secrets? Ethan's eyes, once vacant, now searched the room, seeking the source of the emotions that filled the space. Their gazes locked, and in that instant, Amelia understood that this was the moment of truth, where love would either triumph or shatter into a million pieces. With her heart in her hands, she prepared to reveal everything, knowing that whatever the outcome, their lives would never be the same again. Facing reality, in the dim light of the lavish penthouse, the air was thick with unspoken emotions and the weight of reality pressing down on them. She had woven a world of passion around him, a blind millionaire who had surrendered to the allure of her charm and wit. But now, as the moment of truth approached, the illusion began to crack, revealing the vulnerability hidden beneath their fervent encounters. Each meeting had been a dance of seduction, a temporary escape from the outside world, but the question loomed large. What would happen when he finally opened his eyes? Her heart raced at the thought of him seeing her as she truly was, not just the mystery that had captivated him. Meeting a blind millionaire had always felt like a fantasy, a dream conjured from the pages of a romance novel. Yet, the reality was far more complicated than she had anticipated. The connection they shared was undeniable, but the fear of judgment and rejection gnawed at her. Would he still want her when he could see the imperfections that lay beneath the surface? As the day approached when he would regain his sight, she found herself in a whirlwind of emotions. Doubt crept in, whispering that perhaps their love story was meant to remain shrouded in the comfort of darkness. She wondered if their bond could withstand the light of day and the scrutiny that would come with it. The thrill of their clandestine meetings faded into the background, giving way to the stark reality of potential heartache. In her moments of solitude, she reflected on the essence of their relationship. It had been built on trust, passion, and a shared willingness to explore the depths of desire. Yet, she couldn't shake the feeling that the unveiling of his sight would unravel everything they had created together. Would the man she had seduced still be the same when he could finally see her? Or would the vision of her truth shatter the fantasies they had built? Ultimately, facing reality meant confronting the fears that had haunted her since the beginning. She realized that love in its purest form was about acceptance and understanding. As she prepared for the moment he would open his eyes, she resolved to embrace whatever truth lay ahead. Whether it led to joy or heartbreak, she knew that authenticity was the only path forward. After all, true love was worth the risk no matter the outcome. Chapter 7: The Ripple Effect. Consequences of Desire. Desire, in the realm of love and romance, often leads individuals down a path of profound transformation. For women captivated by the allure of a blind millionaire, the thrill of seduction is intertwined with the complexities of emotional awakening. As the story unfolds, the protagonist must navigate her feelings and the consequences that arise from her desires, which can be both exhilarating and daunting. The tension between wanting to be desired and the fear of vulnerability creates an intoxicating dance that is central to her journey. The consequences of desire can manifest in various forms, impacting relationships and personal identity. When the blind millionaire opens his eyes, the revelation of truth can shatter the illusions built on passion and longing. This pivotal moment forces both characters to confront their vulnerabilities and the reality of their connection. The initial spark of attraction can lead to deeper emotional entanglements, as each character grapples with their own desires and the potential fallout from their choices. As the protagonist becomes more entwined with the millionaire's life, she discovers that desire does not exist in a vacuum. It has the power to inspire and uplift, but it can also lead to jealousy, insecurity, and heartache. The narrative explores how desire can blur the lines between love and obsession, leaving a wake of confusion and emotional turmoil. Each decision made in the heat of passion carries weight, prompting reflections on what it truly means to love and be loved. In embracing desire, the characters must also confront societal expectations and personal boundaries. The story highlights the struggle between pursuing one's own happiness and adhering to the norms that dictate romantic relationships. This tension serves as a backdrop for exploring themes of empowerment and self-discovery, as the protagonist learns to assert her needs and desires in a world that often seeks to silence them. As she navigates the complexities of her feelings, the consequences of her choices become a catalyst for growth. Ultimately, the consequences of desire are not merely obstacles to overcome, but lessons that shape the characters' paths. The narrative reveals that true love often requires sacrifice and understanding, and that the journey of desire is as significant as the destination. As the blind millionaire opens his eyes, both characters realize that their desires have the power to transform not only their relationship, but also their understanding of themselves. In this tale of seduction and awakening, desire becomes both a blessing and a lesson, illuminating the intricate dance of human connection. The impact of revelation. The moment the truth was revealed, everything changed. Her heart raced as she stood before him, the blindfold finally lifted. In that instant, his world transformed from darkness to light, and she felt the weight of her secret pressing down on her. Could he ever forgive her for the deception, or would the revelation shatter the fragile connection they had built? The stakes had never been higher, and the air crackled with tension as they faced the reality of their choices. Every inch of her wanted to run away, to escape the consequences of her actions, but something held her ground. The depth of their connection, forged in the shadows, was now at risk of being extinguished by the dawn of truth. She recalled the tender moments they shared, the laughter that echoed through his lavish mansion, and the nights filled with whispered secrets. Would these memories be enough to salvage what they had, or would the revelation mark the end of their extraordinary love story? As he gazed into her eyes, she could see the mix of emotions swirling within him: confusion, hurt, and a flicker of longing that refused to be extinguished. She had seduced a blind millionaire, capturing his heart when he could not see her, and now she feared that the revelation would unravel everything. Was the bond they created in the darkness strong enough to survive the harsh light of reality? The question loomed large, and her heart ached at the thought of losing him. In the days that followed, she grappled with her choices and the impact of the truth. Each encounter was a delicate dance, filled with unspoken words and lingering glances. His silence spoke volumes, and she felt the weight of her deception pressing heavily on her conscience. Was love enough to overcome the barriers of trust that had been shattered? With each passing moment, she realized that the revelation was not just about the truth of her actions, but about the awakening of their love in its most authentic form. Ultimately, the impact of revelation would define their future. As they navigated the turbulent waters of honesty and vulnerability, she discovered that love could heal even the deepest wounds. The journey would not be easy, but the strength of their connection could transform the shadows of deception into the light of understanding. In that moment of reckoning, she learned that genuine desire thrives not in secrecy, but in the courage to face the truth together, hand in hand, ready to embrace whatever lay ahead. Chapter 8. Love in the Shadows. Overcoming obstacles. In the world of romance, the most captivating stories often arise from the most challenging obstacles. For our heroine, seducing a blind millionaire presents not only a unique opportunity, but also a series of hurdles that will test her resolve and creativity. As she navigates through the complexities of his world, she finds herself facing her own insecurities and fears. Each moment spent with him is a dance between vulnerability and strength, where she must prove that love can flourish even in the darkest of circumstances. The emotional journey of overcoming obstacles is not just about external challenges. It is also about the internal battles we face. Our protagonist grapples with feelings of inadequacy, questioning whether she is enough for the man who cannot see her. This struggle adds depth to her character, showcasing that true strength lies in embracing one's flaws and learning to love oneself. As she learns to believe in her worth, she discovers that the power of love transcends physical appearances. As her relationship with the millionaire deepens, the obstacles evolve. The revelation of his sight poses a pivotal moment in their romance. Will he accept her for who she is, or will the world of visual perception change everything? These questions linger in the air, creating tension and anticipation. The reader is drawn into a whirlwind of emotions as the protagonist prepares for the inevitable confrontation, balancing hope with the fear of rejection. In moments of doubt, she finds solace in the connections she has formed with friends and mentors. Their encouragement becomes a lifeline, reminding her that she is not alone in her journey. These supportive relationships illuminate the theme that overcoming obstacles often requires a community. It is through their love and belief in her that she gains the courage to face the uncertainties that lie ahead. Ultimately, overcoming obstacles is a testament to the human spirit's resilience. It encapsulates the idea that love is not merely about the absence of challenges, but rather the willingness to confront and conquer them together. As our heroine prepares for the moment when the millionaire opens his eyes, she embodies the notion that genuine desire is forged in the fires of adversity, making their eventual union all the more powerful and meaningful. The power of forgiveness. Forgiveness is a powerful act, often seen as a gift we give to others, but in reality, it serves as a profound gift to ourselves. In the world of romance, where emotions run high and relationships can become tangled, the ability to forgive can transform a moment of despair into one of hope. When love is tested and wounds are inflicted, it is through forgiveness that we can learn to heal and reconnect with our deepest desires. For the blind millionaire at the heart of this story, the journey to forgiveness will reveal not only the strength of his love, but also the vulnerability that comes with opening one's heart. As our heroine navigates the complexities of her relationship, she discovers that holding on to grudges can weigh heavily on the soul. The blind millionaire, despite his affliction, is a man of immense strength and passion. His past is marred by betrayal, yet it is his willingness to forgive that ultimately sets him free. In a world where sight is often equated with understanding, it is his ability to see beyond the surface that draws our heroine closer to him. This unexpected connection challenges both characters to confront their fears and insecurities, allowing forgiveness to blossom in the unlikeliest of places. The act of forgiving is not merely about letting go. It is about embracing the lessons learned from pain. For the heroine, each moment spent with the millionaire is a reminder that love often requires us to confront our past. As the layers of their relationship unfold, she finds herself at a crossroads, torn between the desire to protect herself and the longing to fully embrace the love that has ignited her soul. In this pivotal moment, forgiveness becomes her guiding light, illuminating a path towards a future filled with possibility. In romantic narratives, the theme of forgiveness often intertwines with the concept of redemption. The blind millionaire, on his journey to reclaim his life, must confront the ghosts that linger from his past. His willingness to forgive not only others but also himself signifies a turning point in his life. It is a powerful reminder that love can overcome even the darkest of shadows. As he learns to forgive, he finds the courage to open his eyes, both literally and metaphorically, to the beauty that surrounds him, including the love that has been right in front of him all along. Ultimately, the power of forgiveness lies in its ability to heal and transform. For our heroine and the blind millionaire, their journey is a testament to the strength of love and the resilience of the human spirit. As they learn to forgive, they also learn to trust again, paving the way for a love that is not only passionate, but also rooted in understanding and compassion. The story serves as a poignant reminder that in the realm of romance, forgiveness is not just an act. It is a journey that leads to the deepest connections and the most profound desires. Chapter 9. Embracing Vulnerability. Acceptance and Change. Acceptance is a powerful theme that weaves its way through the tapestry of life, particularly in the realm of romance. For our protagonist, the journey begins with an unexpected encounter that forces her to confront her deepest fears and desires. As she navigates the complexities of her relationship with the blind millionaire, she learns that true love often requires embracing the unknown and relinquishing control. This acceptance not only transforms her, but also paves the way for profound emotional growth. Change is inevitable, and in the world of passion and romance, it can be both exhilarating and terrifying. The millionaire's blindness serves as a metaphor for the barriers we create in our lives, often preventing us from experiencing the full spectrum of love. As he begins to open his eyes, both literally and figuratively, The protagonist must grapple with the reality of their relationship and the changes it brings. This evolution challenges her to redefine her understanding of love and acceptance. In the dance of acceptance and change, vulnerability plays a crucial role. Our heroine finds herself stripped bare, reflecting on her own insecurities as she witnesses her partner's awakening. This moment of vulnerability fosters a deeper intimacy between them, allowing for a connection that transcends physical appearance. Throughout their journey, readers are reminded that love is not confined to the visual, but is felt in the heart and soul. As the story unfolds, the heroine's transformation becomes evident. She evolves from a woman filled with self-doubt to one who embraces her own worth and the beauty of her partner's spirit. This acceptance of herself and her circumstances enables her to fully engage with the changes that come with their relationship. It is in this acceptance that she discovers her own strength and the kind of love that is truly life-altering. Ultimately, Acceptance and Change explores the delicate balance between holding on and letting go. The couple's journey reflects the universal struggles faced in relationships, where acceptance leads to growth and change fosters deeper, more meaningful connections. As they navigate through their challenges, readers are left with a poignant reminder that embracing the unknown can lead to the most beautiful transformations in love. Redefining relationships. In the captivating world of desire, the act of redefining relationships often becomes a transformative journey. For women who have ever felt the intoxicating pull of romance, the dynamic between seduction and vulnerability can create a rich tapestry of emotions. When a blind millionaire opens his eyes to the woman who has captured his heart, the stakes are raised, and their connection must evolve beyond mere attraction. This shift not only tests their bond, but also challenges societal norms about love and connection. As the layers of their relationship unfold, they discover that true intimacy is not just about physical presence, but also about emotional transparency. The millionaire, once isolated in his world of wealth and privilege, learns to navigate the complexities of trust and love. Meanwhile, the woman who seduced him must confront her own insecurities and past traumas. Together, they redefine what it means to be vulnerable with one another, creating a space where both can grow and heal. Romantic relationships often thrive on the excitement of the unknown, but they also require a foundation of understanding and communication. For our protagonists, each moment spent together becomes an opportunity to peel back their pasts and share their deepest fears. As they delve into the depths of their desires, they discover that this newfound openness transforms their connection into something profound and lasting. Their journey illustrates that love is not just about passion. It's also about companionship and support. However, the path to redefining their relationship is not without its challenges. The moment the millionaire regains his sight, the dynamics of their love story shift dramatically. He must reconcile the idealized version of her he has created in his mind with the reality of who she is. This confrontation forces both characters to confront their assumptions and prejudices, ultimately leading them to a deeper understanding of one another. Ultimately, redefining relationships in the context of romantic love is a powerful narrative that resonates with many. It showcases the beauty of connection when both partners are willing to be vulnerable and face the complexities of their emotions head-on. As they navigate the intricacies of their relationship, readers are reminded that true love often requires a willingness to grow, adapt, and embrace the unknown, making the journey all the more exhilarating. Chapter 10. A New Vision. The future unfolds. The future unfolds like a delicate rose, each petal revealing layers of passion and uncertainty. As the blind millionaire, Alexander, learns to navigate a world filled with both darkness and light, the anticipation of what lies ahead creates a palpable tension. His connection with Clara deepens, but so does the fear of what will happen when he finally opens his eyes and sees the reality of their lives together. Clara, having seduced a man who has never seen her, grapples with her own insecurities. Will Alexander love her for who she is? Or will the moment he gains sight shatter the world they have built together? Her heart races at the thought of his first glance, a moment filled with promise but also the potential for heartbreak. Each day spent together pushes her to confront her fears while igniting a flame of desire that refuses to be extinguished. As they delve into the depths of their emotions, the landscape of their romance begins to shift. With every touch and whispered secret, they weave a tapestry of intimacy that transcends physical sight. The world outside may be filled with expectations and judgments, but within their cocoon, they are free to be vulnerable. This newfound closeness challenges both Alexander and Clara to redefine their understanding of love and what it means to be connected. However, the looming question of what happens when Alexander opens his eyes casts a shadow over their bliss. Friends and family, eager to witness the reunion of sight and love, may not understand the bond they share. Clara's fears of losing the man she has come to adore intensify as they approach the moment that could change everything. The reality of their relationship hangs in the balance, and the stakes have never been higher. In this pivotal moment, the future holds both promise and peril. With every passing day, Clara and Alexander must confront their deepest desires and insecurities. The power of love, tested by the uncertainty of their circumstances, will ultimately unfold in a way that neither could have anticipated. As they stand on the precipice of revelation, the question remains: will love conquer all, or will the truth tear them apart? Love beyond sight. In the dim light of the luxurious penthouse, Amelia found herself captivated by the enigmatic presence of Daniel, a blind millionaire whose wealth could not shield him from the loneliness that enveloped him. Despite the absence of sight, Daniel's other senses came alive, making every whispered word from Amelia feel electric. She noticed how he leaned in closer, his breath quickening as she spoke, suggesting that he was not just listening but truly absorbing every emotion she conveyed. The connection they formed transcended the physical, igniting a passion that neither had anticipated. As their relationship deepened, Amelia often wondered about the complexities of love in the absence of sight. She experienced a roller coaster of emotions, ranging from excitement to fear, as she knew that the moment Daniel regained his vision, everything might change. Would he still feel the same way about her? These thoughts haunted her, yet they only fueled her desire to prove that love is not bound by sight. Their shared moments became an exploration of the heart, where vulnerability and trust blossomed in the absence of visual cues. Together, they embarked on adventures that challenged their perceptions of connection and intimacy. Daniel, with his heightened senses, revealed a world full of textures, sounds, and scents that Amelia had never fully appreciated. Each touch became a story, each laugh a shared secret, as they wandered through the city, discovering hidden treasures. With every passing day, Amelia realized that Daniel's blindness did not diminish his capacity for love. Instead, it enriched their relationship, allowing them to forge a bond that was raw and genuine. However, the looming question of Daniel's eyesight remained a constant presence. As they grew closer, Amelia grappled with the fear of losing the unique connection they had built. She often found herself wishing for a moment of clarity, where Daniel could see her and the love they shared. Yet, she understood that their love was a testament to the idea that true intimacy goes beyond physical appearance. It was a profound realization that encouraged her to cherish every moment they spent together, regardless of what the future might hold. In the end, love beyond sight became their defining story, a journey filled with passion, trust, and unyielding hope. The day Daniel finally opened his eyes would bring a culmination of their shared experiences, and Amelia was determined to face it with courage. She believed that their love, built on the foundation of mutual understanding and acceptance, would withstand the test of sight. Together they had created a world where their hearts spoke louder than words, and love prevailed over all uncertainties, proving that sometimes, the deepest connections are those seen with the heart.